Hello everyone, this is Trackmaster Studio 6. Today I'm going to show you how I made these custom 08 class diesels. These were commissioned to me by my friend Brandy Bott, and I made them to how he wanted them to be done. To make these diesels, you will need a Trackmaster diesel, spray paint in whatever livery you want. Here I'm using Oasis Blue and Apple Red, primer, black acrylic paint, masking tape. It does help to have some thinner tape as well, Posca paint markers, and clear spray. It's very important to prep the train for painting. This means taking it all apart to make it easier to paint. I put all my parts in a plastic bag so nothing gets lost. I decided to sand the surface area of Dodge so everything sticks better. If you guys know me, you'd know I would have sprayed him in primer, but I thought it was a bit unnecessary as the surface was already rough enough. But generally, you should spray him with primer. I've got the diesels outside propped up on their stands. As you can see, I keep a good distance from the surface. If you are a beginner, you should spray a bit further away, but I'm very experienced so I know how it'll turn out. As I keep preaching, multiple thin coats is better than few thick coats. I ended up doing about 3 coats on them as that's where everything was even. Now that they're in their base color, it's time to mask off where it is to be yellow. I used Tamiya masking tape at the edge and I used blue tape with newspaper to mask off the body. I'm now spraying it in a white primer. I went for a white so the yellow would come out much better. With primer, you don't need to spray it on very crisp, it's only an undercoat. I tend to stay away from gloss spray paints as they're just thicker and don't come out as nice, so I tried to go lightly on the coats of yellow. It's time to paint on the hazard stripes. I marked where I wanted them with a ruler and a pencil. It really helps to get a reference photo for this step. I'm using my flat black acrylic paints with the Tamiya masking tape for this. It gets a bit stressful to line up everything symmetrically, but I got the hang of it. The front ones are a bit easier to do as I really didn't need to use the masking tape. I do have a steady hand so it really helps with this. Here he is so far. He's looking pretty good, but he needs his details. I'm now starting to do the details with my Posca marker. This is a 0.7mm size Posca marker, by the way. Sometimes the paint will bleed off into areas it's not supposed to, so just wait for it to dry and scratch it off with your hobby knife. After all the painting was done, I tried to do some weathering with my airbrush, but it turns out my airbrush is a piece of shit and it ended up being very splotchy. After that, I gave them both a coat of clear spray to protect the paint. And there you have it, guys. That's the process it took me to make these 08 class diesels. Now it's time to say goodbye to them. Let's wrap them up and send them off to BrandyBot, who is now the owner of these customs.
Two weeks later.
First thing we got is Percy. Look at him, Percy. Beautiful. Oh my god. He's my old Tommy one. And I'll be replacing him with this one because he's very nice. I like the Hit Toys one. And this one was made by Elliot, so very special to me. Ooh, bonus. What? Oh, sick. Oh man, look at this. It's the LBSC Thomas. That is, oh damn, let me get a face on that real quick. Holy shit. Alright, we got Clive. He's super smexy, holy crap. But yeah, you can see Elliot's little signature. Gary. Beautiful. Alright, let me pull him out. There we go, Gary. Look at him. He has little weathering details and very beautiful. I love him. Subscribe to Trackmaster Studios 06 on YouTube.